The beautiful Kalythra is more than a warrior. She is the living embodiment of fury and beauty that even the gods envy. Known among allies and enemies alike, she commands legions with the same intensity with which she conquers hearts. The beautiful Kalythra reflects not only the physical power of a warrior, but also the irresistible flame of a woman who knows the weight and the price of glory. Born beneath the blazing sky of the vast lands of the kingdom of Lacedaemonia, the beautiful Kalythra came into the world marked by omens and divine whispers. It was said that Aphrodite and Ares fought over her soul even before her first cry, sealing within her a destiny of love and war. She grew up among spears and roses, learning early that beauty could be as sharp as a blade. The priestesses saw in her eyes the duality of the gods, the tenderness of desire and the fury of battle. No master dared challenge her completely. There was something in her presence that made any word a risk, any glance a surrender. As a teenager, she proved her worth in the arenas of Sparta, where blood was the only language of respect. She defeated warriors twice her size, not through brute strength, but through the precision of her movements and the serenity with which she faced death. They said Ares smiled each time she triumphed, and Aphrodite wept, for in her spiritual daughter she saw the reflection of her own curse, to never be loved without destroying. The men who dared approach Kalythra learned the price of audacity. Some went mad before her beauty, others vanished in the wars she inspired. Yet those who fought beside her claimed to feel a supernatural courage, as if eternity itself had touched them. Between blessing and curse, Kalythra became the symbol of a force that transcends the human, the promise and the peril of all that the gods left unfinished in the hearts of mortals. Kalythra's beauty was a force that defied reason. Her black hair, beneath the sun of the battlefield, moved to the rhythm of wind and war. No warrior dared deny that there was in her something beyond the human, a presence that blended threat, desire, and destruction. Each strike carried the precision of one born to conquer, but also the melancholy of one who understands the cost of every victory. Enemies, upon seeing her, felt the weight of their own mortality. Allies seized by a faith that bordered on fanaticism followed her without hesitation, believing that to fight by her side was to touch glory itself. The beautiful Kalythra, however, knew that the power surrounding her was not made of strength alone. It was also the reflection of a soul marked by solitude. Each conquest drew her further from what she once was, turning her into myth before time itself could do so. There were moments when, amid the echo of trumpets and the clash of arms, she wondered whether she was still a woman or merely a legend. And though her beautiful gaze remained steady, within her fury burned a beauty the gods both envied and feared, for they knew that even they could be forgotten before her. The years transformed Kalythra into a living legend, feared and revered in equal measure. The wars she once fought for glory became paths in search of redemption. Each victory brought her only the echo of emptiness, and each fallen enemy reminded her that the blood of men would never wash away the guilt of the immortals. Yet she marched on, guided by a hope that even destiny could not extinguish. On the plains where the wind carried the scent of iron and flowers, Kalythra sought signs of a greater purpose. she dreamed of ancient times when the gods walked among mortals and wondered if any of them still watched over her. Her soul burned between love and hate, between the desire to liberate and the desire to avenge the gods who had shaped her into torment. The beautiful warrior Kalythra remains standing, covered in scars and fallen petals from the sacred flowers of the vast lands of Lacedaemonia. No one knows whether she ascended to Olympus or vanished among mortals. It is only told that among swords, promises, and divine temptation, the beautiful Kalythra advances toward the thin boundary between power and desire.